Hello and welcome back to Xifeng Plays Zenith. It looks like there is one more trainer on this floor, and then we'll be going to do some of the time trials. So I believe they are right around here somewhere. And if I already... there we go. There they are. Alright, so that's a really tiny hitbox that we've got to hit. And they're moving in quite a strange way that is going to require some cautious observation, and it looks like my shots may actually be homing a little bit. And there we go. That's that trainer. So now I'm going to take a break from battling trainers and go and do some of the time trials. The first one we're going to do, since we're here, is the city floor, but this is the one that I have never actually accomplished. So what we might end up doing is saving this one for after we get to the moon. Because after we get to the moon, we get a speed key that lets us go much faster. And I didn't quite stop in the zones there. So let's give this a shot without the speed key, and then if we need the speed key, we'll go and get it. So it starts out easy enough. Gotta jump for that. And then just keep skating, and then jump, and then get up onto this wall, and get rather high on the wall, and then down, and there. Up there, I overshot it just a little bit, so I feel like that's something that I can do. I just need to not overshoot that last jump. So let's try it again. Just be calm, and this is, because it's a time trial, I find it gives me quite a bit of adrenaline, so I have to really focus on staying calm, especially since this is the most frustrating time trial of the ones that I've done. And there we go, and jump and down, and that one, and then jump, and that one. And we're so close. That was so close. I really feel like this is within reach. And I think that it being so close is part of what makes it so frustrating, is that I don't even feel like I'm not equipped to do it. I feel like it's just tiny little mistakes that are keeping me from doing it. And we missed that one there, so unfortunately we can't finish it this time. So let's give it another shot, and then I think one more shot is all we're going to do, and then if we can't make it this time, I'll go and try some of the other speed trials, because I know I can do some of them, and there's one trial that's not even, it's not a time trial, it's just a jump, a long jump, and so we can do that very easily. And I have lost a lot of speed, unfortunately. I really messed that up. That's too bad. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for a little bit later. I want to kind of clear my head a little bit, just go for a skate, and then do some of the challenges elsewhere on the map. So that's going to mean, first of all, just skating around a bit and heading back to earlier on in the game, some of the places down there. We can take some shortcuts now because we don't have to cover as much. We can grab this capsule now, and we can grab the rest of the cactuses that we need, which I'm not sure how many we actually need. Let's go to the missions. Looks like we actually accomplished it already without my even noticing, so that's that. So let's head over to the super jump and then to the canyon run, and that will be what we do next. So I'm just gonna head along the dunes here, and it is quite a ways, especially without the speed key. So I just have to, again, have a little bit of patience, and actually this is a good place to try and see how much speed I can build up along these dunes, because going fast across the dunes is actually pretty difficult. The upslopes of the dunes have a tendency to launch you into the air, And so it's difficult, even when you're holding the gravity button, it's difficult to slide along the downslopes without hitting the upslopes, like there. I hit just enough upslope to launch myself into the air, and so part of it is finding a downwards path that's as long as you can find. And then part of it is just kind of going at a speed that is not going to launch you into the air. And then another part of it is trying to land on the downward slopes instead of the upward slopes, but that's the most difficult part. And it's the part that I am least equipped to do right now. So this is a nice long downward slope that we can use to build up a bit of speed on our way back up to the super jump. And now we can just kind of glide along. I love moving around like this. I wish I could move like this in my day-to-day life. I know it would be horribly unsafe, but this is the kind of movement that I just love to imagine myself doing. There's something so satisfying about moving so fast and so smoothly and transitioning so smoothly between rolling along the ground and then sailing through the air. And I think that's part of why I really like open world driving and flying games, and why this one's my favorite is, they have aspects of that. They all have aspects of going really fast across wide open areas, but none of them really have the sense of both driving and flying that this one has. And so that's part of what makes me just kind of wish there was more in this game, though, as I say that, I haven't actually done everything that is in this game, and so I feel a little bit spoiled even saying that. And, maybe once I've seen everything there is to see, maybe then I can say that. But knowing that there is not as much in this game as there is in Fuel, even though I haven't seen everything that's in this game, or everything that's in Fuel, it still feels like the potential frustrates me. So here's the Catco Super Jump. Let's just get up some lead, because we don't actually have to stop ahead of this one. We just have to go through that box and then slide down this way, building up as much speed as we can, and then through that box. And now I just want to line up my jump, and I actually may not have gotten enough speed there. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Good. Alright, so now we're just going to head back across the dunes, and I am going to put the canyon run as my next mission. And then we're going to head over there. And the canyon run is something that I have done many times in the past. I really enjoy it. It's fairly easy, so that shouldn't take too much work. And then I think we'll wrap it up, and in the next episode we will see about getting to some of the trainers that are a little bit harder to reach, and also seeing how our monster does against the hawk, and seeing if we can beat the hawk yet, because that is eventually going to be our goal. And there is the zone to start the canyon run, so I want to stop as far ahead in it as possible, and then just get some nice wall grinding action to really build up some speed here. And once we've built up enough speed, this should be a fairly reasonable. Now through there, and now I just have to get a little bit there, get a little bit there, and yeah, we have 20 seconds to get to the end, so that should be no problem at all. There we go. So now we have the city floor run still to do, a few more trainers, quite a few capsules to gather, and the hawk to beat, and the moon to get to. So that will be what's going on in the future. If you have any thoughts about how it's going so far, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. It does help out a lot. And most of all, have a great rest of your day. And I'm going to grab this last capsule here. Alright, have a great rest of your day.